And I'm trying to get drunk on the job.
Welcome one, welcome all to the Multicultural Misfits podcast. This is your host, Audio AB. At the middle of the table here, I have my fantastic Wonder executive producer,
Big Jordan.
Big Jordan. Next to him, I have my amazing co-host,
Omar.
And then at the very end of the table, we have our fantastic guest. First guest in a long time, guys, right?
Yeah.
Dylan.
Yes, sir.
Unless you want to go by a fake name. Nah.
Conversation this part before.
just call
Yeah.
me D.
Call me.
Right? But no, I think we'll be okay.
Yeah, no, you're good.
Okay. So basically, we know Dylan because he went to some of the same schools as us in terms of the same school district.
Yep.
So we all went to the A-Leaf school district, and he was in the same one. And we didn't go to the same high school, but we probably went to a lot of the same like middle schools, elementary, or like similar schools.
Dylan, what's your? Let me hear your resume, your school resume.
Okay.
Well, yeah,
Omar wants an
so-
official resume.
from kindergarten up.
Curriculum vitae, whatever the fuck it's called.
So I had elementary school over at Cummings.
Oh my God.
Yeah, all the way deep out in West. So
where that
after
is.
that, it was Mata Intermediate.
Big mom.
I've heard of
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
I don't know where it is.
And then after that, I was at Hollub.
The hood.
Yeah.
I don't even know which ones are the hood schools.
Anything on Bissonnette.
Oh, okay.
Pretty much.
That's valid.
that was high school. Hollub's high school.
No, Hollub is middle school.
Okay.
And then I went to Kerr. And then I went. Actually, no. I
keep forgetting you went to Kerr.
While I was in Hollub, I took like some high school classes over at Elsick.
Oh, okay.
So I went there in the morning, and I was chill with some of the people from Elsick, and I knew most of the people from Elsick. Right. This becomes important later. Because whenever I got chosen for from middle school into high school, because we had the lottery system.
Yeah.
Right. We had the lottery system, and we had I was chosen for Taylor actually,
Oh, okay.
but I didn't know anyone from Taylor. All my friends were at Hollub.
Yeah.
So at that, plus my parents wanted me to go to Kerr, so I went to Kerr, and then we had Taylor summer school. I don't know if anyone was like at summer school like 2016, 2017. One of the years, Kerr was like
I was graduated by then.
No. I think you're thinking like maybe like
talking about
2012. You're probably thinking like 2012.
Oh shit, yeah, I am.
Yeah. You're probably you skipped
1 year after. 1 year after.
You skipped ahead 5 years. No, you're thinking like 2012, 2013.
You're talking
right?
about
I was
we were
thinking about the
freshmen.
wrong sophomore
Freshman
year.
going on sophomore year.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
like freshman going on sophomore year, and it was like
okay.
they had the
Crazily enough, I
renovation.
was
Really?
geometry. This bitch failed me. I had a I would skip all the time. It was my lunch period.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah.
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 She failed me with a 69. Swear to God. Fuck
Oh
you.
my fucking
Oh
god.
fuck you.
Is that the only class you ever failed?
So yeah, it's the only class I ever failed.
Same here. I only failed one, and it was
Actually-
geometry.
You know what's crazy? I failed another one senior year, but everything was already like all my credits were satisfied and everything. I was pretty much done. I already had my 2 off periods. I just couldn't have one more because you can't have 3.
Yeah.
So I just had a BS class. I didn't need to do
Okay.
anything with it. It was like a freshman class, and I failed that one. It's Photoshop and stuff.
That's hilarious.
Yo, I was in summer school that summer for like you know how Chris took PE every semester? I did the same thing in high school. I took it from like freshman year into summer school into the spring semester. I took like 8 or 9
Christ.
PEs.
Just build up the PE credits.
Yeah,
it's
just
something
class.
to do. It's something to do. It's probably the most fun class.
Yeah,
Yeah.
best class by far. Best class.
Honestly, like a lot of the people at Kerr, they were super competitive about getting into college and shit. So they would take like 8 AP classes, and I'm like, yo, I can't do that. Like I want to have some PE. I took a bunch of art instead.
I need to run around. I need to draw some shit.
I
Yeah.
need to do
I don't want to. I can't hear math.
I
But
took
like
art and I took choir and I took just some random like bullshit like electives, pretty much. For most of my
choir.
years.
You singing out here?
No, definitely not.
You know what bums me out a little bit about these school systems? Well, maybe just Taylor. I don't know if Elsick or Hastings had this. Home ec. I was trying to cook some shit, man. What the fuck?
Yeah,
They took
I
that off.
realized that,
Too many
man.
students almost burned down the fucking. I'm sure
Yeah.
the fucking kitchen or whatever you call it. So I guess to me it would make sense why you wouldn't give them the ability to cook with gas stoves.
Nah,
and
man,
shit.
you got a teacher in there. You stop them if they do anything. You know.
The teacher wasn't fucking.
They're not fast enough to do
This,
that shit.
hey, 30 something
everyone's
kids.
trying to start fires like in different
Yeah,
parts
they-
of the
you gotta
class. Cut it out. Hey, stop. I
They
can't
put out
do
like
this.
15 different fires at one time.
Yeah.
My God.
Yeah, exactly.
Funny enough, Kerr actually has something similar to home ec. They call it nutrition. So it's
I'm not
ba-
surprised.
but with nutrition, it's basically like this one teacher, and she's basically trying to convince you to be a vegan the entire semester, right? and to like do like a fasting. I mean, like sweet lady, right? If she ever hears this fucking podcast. But like we did a little bit of cooking in that class, and we had like what was it? Like cold meals, like Chipotle bowls.
Oh,
and,
okay.
Just some rice, some cutting
yeah.
up
And,
veggies and
fish
shit.
tacos with like chickpeas, like
No
yeah.
foie gras.
No foie
Dude,
gras.
foie gras.
Unfortunately,
You have to
no
like fucking.
pasta?
It's like duck intestine
Yeah.
apparently.
Foie gras.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like they fucking take the intestine out of the duck and they like fucking pate it up and shit.
Duck's pretty fucking
I've
good,
had it before though.
It's pretty good,
At, like, a
but it's
restaurant.
wrong.
Ducks go hard.
but it's wrong.
It's wrong.
But it feels so good.
Is the duck alive? The duck's not alive.
It's
Duck's dead.
it's a very painful process apparently.
for the duck.
Yeah,
Oh shit.
Is the duck dead?
yeah. Well, it dies.
When you do it,
Yeah.
Oh goodness.
they look at him in his eyes. They take his intestines out.
Yeah.
Damn.
We're gonna cook you.
I don't know the exact process of doing it, but I know they're alive
Right
in
now.
it, so it's like causes them a lot of harm. So a lot of
Oh,
animal
that
rights
sucks.
groups are against foie gras.
Yeah, leave it to the French.
Fuck you.
Leave it to
Fuck
the friend, right? Dude, they also have another
snails. Fuck frogs.
We've talked about this before. They also have another one that's just like a live bird, right? It's like a little bird, probably like 3 or 4 inches. It's live.
They give you 2
And
hammers and
You put, dude. It's like it's drowned in like this fucking expensive ass like Courvoisier type liquor, right?
Okay.
Legitimately. And then when you eat it, you have to have a sheet on it.
you kill it.
Yeah, and you can't look at
You
it.
drown it.
Yeah, you drown it and then you just swallow it in one go.
Oh
what
my
the fuck?
God.
Okay, anyone who orders that, those are
Serial
the people
killer.
you need to watch out for.
Dude,
That is some sick shit.
but that's good service.
That's really
terrible
amazing.
service. You gotta kill the animal yourself. Here, we're gonna give you a blanket. Smother this fucking bird to death.
Oh, man.
So do
smother this
yourself
bird.
restaurants, you know.
That's fucking crazy.
Don't look at the bird. Don't look at the bird when it's dead. Just eat it.
All right, Dylan. So yeah, Dylan went to some of the same high schools as us, and
Yeah.
then he ventured off to a different college because we
Yeah.
all kind of stayed in Houston, minus Gio. Actually, only me and Omar stayed in Houston. Gio went
Fuck out of here.
far
Yeah,
west.
Which college was it?
West Texas A&M.
Which city is West Texas? Midland?
It was in Canyon, but it's by Amarillo.
Oh, Canyon's nice.
Yeah.
It's actually pretty.
It's nice to visit.
It's nice. Okay,
To
fair,
live
fair
there,
enough.
probably super boring, right?
I remember I went to Lubbock once, and like the entire
It's basically like Lubbock,
Uh.
like that one street of Lubbock.
yeah, basically
That's
right.
basically all it is.
Like everyone in Lubbock said, "Oh yeah, this is one nice bar here," and that was it.
That was it.
Like that was the entire city.
That's all it is.
That was
basically.
the entire city.
It's quaint.
Those are the
It's
worst type of cities, bro.
Yeah, but that's
One Walmart closes at 9. That's it.
Yeah.
One Walmart for the entire town.
Everyone's at bed by fucking 10:30. Lights out.
There was a Walmart by my school that was open all night, like 24 hours.
Oh, I miss a
Bro,
24-hour
2
Walmart,
a.m.,
dude.
We was going wild in there.
All right,
on the
I'm gonna
the
make the
best.
case against 24-hour Walmart.
They shouldn't be open.
People don't need to be working that late
Bro,
for you to
definitely
pick
not.
up a Rice
No, no, but
Krispie.
you gotta-
Okay, come
You
on.
got to think about it like this. You got to think about it
That
like
would be
this.
crazy.
Those are not the same workers.
But still, like
you know what
it's
I mean?
such a
So someone
shitty.
that's their night shift.
But it's still such a shitty shift.
Nah, dude. If I was a Walmart employee, I would want to work the nights
But
because
'cause-
you don't deal with anybody.
That is true.
Like, okay,
That is
look.
very true.
Let's say like Walmart is your full time thing. You don't
Yeah.
have anything else. Like, I'm trying to work. You know, I'm trying to build an employment at Walmart.
Trying to build employment history at Walmart.
trying to move up. You know,
Yeah.
I'm trying to take over this place.
Move up, trying to move up in the Walmart headquarters.
Maybe one of these days I might take over.
I'm gonna run this fucking
I might
Walmart.
become Mr. Walmart. one day.
Yeah, but, I mean, at that point, like you're not dealing with anybody. You're just stocking shit. That's
That is
awesome.
true.
But no, think
I bet
about
they
it.
get paid more too.
Think about the weirdos and the crazy shit that happens at night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's
some
probably
crazy
way
mom-
more of that than
yeah.
during the day.
You got headphones on. You turn around as a homeless dude. Hey,
Right?
Imagine
Just starts peeing on the counter. Or
you
something.
just stocking up like canned beans, just like lentils and shit.
and you're out in Canyon too. So like, what if like the Yeti comes or some shit over there?
Oh God.
Were there wild people in Canyon? What's
No, not really. Not like no homeless people or anything.
There's no
Where
homeless
were you
people?
gonna be homeless at?
That's
Yeah.
true.
If you don't got a home there, I don't know.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
it's-
just leave.
You
It's
go
pretty
into the
flat
woods.
over there, right?
It's flat as fuck.
Right,
It's
like,
flat.
if you're
it's
home-
like a hill. It's a hill to get into the town,
Uh-huh.
and then after that, it's just you can see straight through the whole town.
So you're just in like a little valley, like a
Yeah.
sunken little valley thing.
And there's like a little crackhead village, like deep in the.
Like their own Skid Row.
Yeah,
They
way
keep
in
to
the
themselves,
back.
though?
Yeah, they keep to themselves.
One day they come like
cool.
you see torches like coming from from afar, and it's all of them.
The Canyon Cackheads.
We're coming to take it back.
Come together.
This is our land. they pull
We
down-
were here first.
They pull them all out of their houses and shit. Yeah, it's crazy. though.
Holy shit, that's hilarious.
Small town shit. Small town shit.
Yeah, so both of
I
the,
actually went to small town college too, so it was college stage. It wasn't like the same like scale of smallness
College
like,
Station is not no damn
small town. Compared to like Houston, right? So that was where I was coming from.
Yeah.
Y'all are all young and all having a good time though. That's the thing.
That is
the whole
really
population.
fun. like
That is true.
the first time I went to like College Station, like I would get looks, right? And it wasn't like racist looks. It was more like I've never seen one of those before.
Really?
Yeah, like a rare Pokemon card type Asian guy. Whoa, those are real? I thought those were only on TV.
I feel like you see every type of race in College Station.
Now you do. I want to
Okay.
say that was like back like in 2015. It's transitioning to that point, but
Really? I thought it was always like
I thought so too, to be
Nah,
quite
man.
honest. Yeah.
At least like a lot of the
And
residents. There's like a resident there, like all the people that work for the college,
Yeah.
right? All the professors, all like the town shop workers, all like the like restaurant owners and things like
Like
that.
the
So that's-
locals and shit.
Oh, okay.
It wasn't like a lot of people were like passed down like generation to generation. Like
You might watch that
Get your
game.
cute ass in here.
Oh,
Oh, the beer.
yeah,
I thought he was out of shot.
That bitch gonna fall.
yeah. So
God.
wasn't it like a generation thing where like my parents went to A&M, their parents went to A&M, so we're all going to A&M, and
Yeah.
like you'd see a lot of people like that out
We
there.
all have our rings.
We all have our
Oh,
rings
yeah.
from like 50, 60 years ago.
Just fucking
Dude.
on our Tahoes. We got fucking the A&M
Tahoes.
A&M sticker.
They all drive Tahoes and Range Rovers and just the cars that are the worst for the environment.
Oh my god.
they fucking love the rings up there,
Dude, I drove through like a little
Yeah.
small town on my way to San Antonio recently, and every store
Mm-hmm.
like in that small town was exactly what you thought it would be. It was like tractor stores. Swear to God,
Yeah.
it was like a Ford. It was like a Ford fucking dealership with only trucks.
Yeah, bro.
Not one like little sedan. Not
He's
one.
like, I know what you want.
Tool shops and shit like that. Like fucking tree shops, like where they had like bushes and shit like that where you
Bro,
could buy.
small towns are like exactly how you imagine them. They never change.
They
They're
never
just the
change.
exact same. They always got that
do you
same
Because you
main
can't
street.
introduce new like businesses because
They don't want it.
They don't want
They
it.
don't want
Get it out of here.
Get out of here.
I said I
Do
didn't
you
want
think
it
they
in
all
and
know each
out.
other?
Huh?
You think they all know each other? People in the small
Yeah.
town?
I'd imagine
Probably.
so.
Bro, they know who's fucking who. They know everything.
It's a bunch of farmers and shit
Yeah.
like that. They all know each other.
So my friend Marquise, he actually was from Midland, Texas,
Oh, okay.
and he said like every Sunday he went to church, like the pastor would like call out people because they all knew each other.
Exactly, bro.
Wow, getting
It's
called
not
out in
fun.
church?
Yeah,
That doesn't sound fun.
It's not fun at all, bro.
At
we are
school.
all holy except them two over there.
Where were you
They
fuckers
They were
last
stealing from the
Sunday?
collection cup.
But it's okay because we forgive you.
Yeah, churches
saw
I
you
feel
at
like
the
run.
football field. I knew what you did behind them football bleachers.
You ain't getting into heaven like that.
We do missionary only.
Bro, religion runs those little towns. bro.
Missionary only.
Especially in
football.
Texas. And
Like,
football.
yeah.
And football,
They
yeah.
love football.
It's like a religion, like
Yeah.
a second religion.
That shit's wild.
Wild,
Yeah, so as we were getting to, Dylan went to Texas A&M.
right?
He did his school there. We did our school here, but we would link up every so often. So
Right.
we've kept in contact since then, and since graduation, we've been hanging out. And we both live in Houston, obviously,
sir.
all of us.
Yeah.
And
Or Austin. Or wherever this is going on.
yeah, or
Yeah.
wherever this is
You
going
don't know
on.
where we
yeah,
are.
actually, we don't want people to know exactly where we are.
It's Hawaii.
But right.
This is Slovenia.
All right, Dylan. So how was life going from like living over there in
Mm.
Texas A&M to coming back to a more metropolitan type city like Houston?
I think it was like in College Station it was much more like a bubble.
Yeah.
Like you kind of have like everything you need there, and life is kind of steady, kind of like how you were saying earlier, Gio. But going back to metropolitan areas, like you definitely feel like more things are happening, and you meet different types of people, and you
Yeah.
enter like different like networks, and you find like completely new people that were there or that were there like recently, or like they just moved there, right? So every people at least in the city, they'll all have some type of story that brought them to that city.
You feel like College Station, some people are just like, yeah, I'm just here.
I want to say like 95% of the people there were for going there for college.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So nothing special. It's just
Yeah.
like, I'm here
So
for school.
you ask them the
like,
same questions, right? It's like, oh,
Yeah.
what high school did you go to? What are you majoring in?
Yeah.
Like, you have like
Basics.
like a list of 6 questions you ask every person in the College Station.
Yeah.
That'll tell me everything I need to know about you.
Exactly.
That'll tell me if you're a person I want to hang out with or if I don't want to hang out with.
All right, I'll see you later. After
But
the
Houston's
after the sixth
completely
question.
different, right? You have to like, actually get to know people, like where do they come from? They have like completely different stories. Like,
Yeah.
you have people that came like immigrated here or they just moved here from a different city. So I think it's dope. I think coming back is definitely it feels like home. First of all, and on top of feeling like home, I feel like you get to be around where things are happening.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Yeah, that kind of place all revolves around school, all revolves on that kind of thing. That can't be fun. Like this, yeah, that offers like just a wide range of all kinds of different things. You could do so many. I feel like that would get old. That would suck, actually. Everything's revolving around school, and like I know my school's right there. Like I know I'm living here, and I'm just going to school. I don't know, man.
I like that shit.
It'd be fun, right?
Like it was fun, bro.
Would it?
Definitely would.
Maybe.
Get fun.
I guess I didn't do it. I don't know.
That shit was fun.
I'll tell you what, commuting is ass. So
Commuting is ass.
who's the real loser here? The guy who's sitting in traffic for like 1.5 hours trying to get to school.
That's absolutely horrible.
Not even traffic time. There's no reason for this.
But you definitely do some of your craziest shit in college, though.
Yeah.
Who's one of the like? Does anyone like ring a bell for like someone who stood out to you who had like a wild backstory or
Who had a wild
yeah
in college?
yeah
Huh.
like any wild character or something like that.
All right.
You don't gotta say no names. You don't gotta.
All right. There's this guy who is in my fraternity, right? And his backstory was he just finished his bachelor's degree in I think it was Chicago. He's originally from San Francisco. Okay. And
This guy's been around.
He went to here to get his PhD.
Okay.
Right. That's when he first joined and rushed like my fraternity when he was getting his PhD.
What was it in?
He was doing material science.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I don't know what they do.
I don't even know what that is.
It's
Yeah,
based.
so what
it's
are
Chemistry sort of things.
It
sounds wealthy.
It is chemistry, but it's just like the chemistry of materials, like what makes them the way they are, pretty much.
Huh.
So when
Yeah.
building new materials for like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's kind of tight.
We don't need
Something
to
like
get
that.
into it. We don't need to get into it.
But yeah, like he had a really interesting backstory. Like it was just a non-traditional way to get into that town. Also, now I don't know what he's doing, but I think he's like mining crypto plus like he has like his own like semiconductor startup.
Ooh.
That's interesting, man.
Yeah.
Kind of cool.
That guy Fox.
This guy mines crypto. This guy Fox.
That guy Fox.
This guy Fox.
He's gotta.
I still don't know the whole fucking mining crypto process.
Yeah,
to be
Yeah,
quite
it's
honest.
honestly it's kind of confusing to me.
Still
All I
don't
know is
totally
it's
get it.
very resource intensive apparently
Yeah.
in terms of like
Yeah.
electricity. I don't know how it works.
Like I get how blockchain works and things like that, but I don't get how like this was really produced. I
Is-
don't-
doesn't it
I
take a
can
piece of
kind
the
of like
specific
break
to
it down
this?
in like layman's terms. So basically, right, like what makes like to even answer the question of like mining crypto, like you have to ask the question like why is crypto a thing in the first place? Like why do people trust the currency? Why does it have value? You know, you get into like deeper philosophical questions.
it's not regulated. It's not tied to any specific government.
the
You know what I
value.
mean?
it holds
Exactly.
its value.
That's
But
what
how-
makes it cool.
True
But how the
value.
blockchain works is that your transactions are legible, but they're not identifiable. What that means is like you have imagine like you have like a big accounting book, right? And every single transaction that's ever happened using that network is being recorded on that.
Yeah.
But the person associated with that is just like a random series of numbers,
Yeah.
right? So, my bad.
It's all right. It's all right.
Get
Getting into it.
So, but what makes it trustable is that it would take too much computing power to figure out who those identities are.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's so there's
That's
so
why you
many
get, like,
people
a-
handling the same information, all that shit. It's
Yeah.
being passed around. It's all like in the same kind of infrastructure.
Right. And then with that blockchain, right, you can stake or use your computer to help them verify transactions, basically. So you're basically solving like ridiculous math equations with your computer. And by renting them out that computing power, you get paid in Bitcoin or in Ethereum or whatever the currency or the cryptocurrency that you're mining.
Jesus.
You guys crazy.
Man.
Yeah, don't care for it.
What a good idea that's been ruined by fucking celebrities.
I do think it's
Fucking
I think it's an
shit,
awesome
bro.
idea, but like people like Elon Musk fucking tweeting and
Fucking
swinging the value of it 30-40%. It's
Not
kind of
cool.
scary
People
whenever
doing like all
countries.
these fucking pump and
Yeah.
dump schemes, bro.
Oh,
Like,
yeah,
it
for
is
sure.
fucking
Yeah, Dogecoin is
bad,
like
bro.
everything that's bad about crypto. Dogecoin is like everything that's like wrong and like everything that shows the weakness of like what crypto has is like a true
Good
currency.
thing I only have
you know what I mean?
2,000 Dogecoin.
Hey, but if you're in it, you're making that.
No, I only bought it for the culture. Like literally any of the meme stocks, I don't really put a lot of money into it, but I'll just do it just because this is the time to do
Yeah.
it. And also I have the dog, so like I have to.
I have the
to go
dog.
ahead.
No, dude, make your fucking money. Now is the time to make some money
I have
because
one
things
physical
are crazy.
Doge.
Oh, okay.
Physical Doge. One Doge at home.
Yeah,
Got him behind in
So
the backyard.
dude, so we were kind of talking about this a little bit before the podcast, but we were
Yeah.
talking about real estate, right? And how it's been getting so much more expensive. In 2021 alone, like quarter over quarter, I think they said house prices increased 15%, which is like crazy to think the value of someone's like $400,000 house increased 15% since the last year. It's really quick, right? So what I've been thinking is like we're also seeing a lot of big companies and like private companies buy a lot of this real estate across the country.
Yeah.
So like what I've been thinking a lot of is like if you don't buy property at least within like the next 10 or like 15, 20 years,
You'll
like
be out.
yeah, and the next like after that, you're going to have to be a renter. No one's going to be able to buy it because it's going to be too expensive. Because companies are going to keep buying it and buying it and buying it.
Or you're gonna live far as fuck from a city.
Yeah.
Like, you're gonna be way out the loop.
Yep.
I think though with like
that's what's really gonna happen.
I think though like with like any hot asset, like there are moments in like the markets where people rotate their equity, where like they'll rotate their like where they're putting their money in, right? Because right now like real estate was a big hedge against like against the stock market, pretty much. Like it was more so like, oh, since the stock market is going down, we can put our money into real estate. Real estate is a physical asset. It's different than paper stocks.
Yeah.
So that's where a lot of the institutional money is going. And I felt this effect right in my neighborhood because like my neighbor just got bought out from like a big company, and then you can just see their signs everywhere.
Jesus Christ.
So they're just spreading out, trying to buy everybody's property and turn it into like a new community type neighborhood or something.
But the demand is not keeping up. That's the thing, right? Like people are realizing like, I don't want to pay fucking like 25 extra % for this home. I'd rather just like go here, like, like rent out for like another year or do something else to build up enough capital so that when the prices come down and stabilize, then they're like, okay, I can invest in this now.
I think a lot of people are moving to. Go ahead.
Well, I was gonna say it's gonna be the thing where like where the companies are gonna just be like, bro, we have it. You're gonna need a house eventually. So whenever you're ready to buy, bitch, you gonna have to buy this shit.
But they're gonna make it really expensive to the point where everybody has to be a renter. That way, they're always on the teat.
It's a supply and demand, man.
I feel like everyone's just gonna like go to the outskirts. Like I feel like what we're seeing right now with like the suburbs and like fucking wherever, it doesn't matter where we are, but like where people are moving out towards like the outskirts and like building new communities there, you know, and then eventually businesses are going to see that, so they're going to open up their restaurants, they're going to open up their malls, and they're going to open up their little strips and shit like that, and the community is going to keep, people are going to pump money into it and all that shit. So I feel like that's really what people are going to start doing. I feel like no one's going to really care about being in the core, and like commuting might be like just the norm. It always has been,
and then also,
and it's just going to increase.
People are going to start working from home and shit more often.
Yeah,
I feel that too. That's a good point. It's a very good point.
Most people really don't mind renting shit. Like, I think a lot of people don't mind renting property because they just like, I could just use the money for other shit. Yeah. Even though you should probably buy the property so you just get it out the way. Yeah. But I think most people don't mind it. And most people...
No, a city like Houston,
people are leaving bigger cities more than ever. So it's like...
Yeah, I think California had like one of the biggest like exodus
California
in the country.
New York is wild right now.
Too.
Yeah, Illinois.
Because
they're all coming here or they're going to Atlanta.
If everybody can work remote, right? Like, let's say if your job is a California job, but if you can work remote, why don't you just move to another state?
Yeah, why the fuck would you be paying all that shit for rent when you're not even really utilizing the city?
Like you might be double taxed because I think there was like
If the state you're going to has an income tax,
that's true.
So you can go to Texas, Florida. There's a bunch of other states that don't have one.
Yeah. Damn, if I was getting Cali money and I lived here.
If you're getting Cali money and you live in Texas, you can live like a king. That's why Austin is like a crazy market right now because people are buying everything and they're all from California and they're all leaving their tech jobs there to come do shit here. Yeah, because it's kind of the same community,
much space,
except so cheaper, more space, better life.
They're kicking the homeless out, so shit be crazy.
Yeah,
we making laws.
They're
and
taking
shit.
the Dubai approach.
What's the Dubai approach?
Making homeless illegal.
Yeah.
Illegal to be homeless.
We're putting you in jail, motherfucker.
Literally.
That's a felony, bro. Where's your home?
Where's your home?
Where's your keys, sir?
Excuse me.
Take me to your house. No, it's over here somewhere.
Out of the country.
Where's your home?
Where's your home? Show me your home. No, I swear, it's down the street to the right. Fucking, that's crazy, man.
Bro, I remember we was in I don't know if it was when we were in Austin, but it was like the little signs saying like, vote no for public camping, and I was like, this is what they think it is. Like people are doing this like because they want to do it.
It's a tricky subject, man.
At least here in Houston, they put signs up that say it's okay not to give money to panhandlers.
It's okay. It's not illegal.
I mean, yeah.
Oh man,
that's just wild though. That's a wild thing.
That's a funny thing to say. Like, and the homeless person standing right next to it.
Oh my
You know
god.
what I mean? Talk about like what is that duality paradox? You know what I mean?
That's
Like,
hilarious.
there's a homeless person
Dichotomy.
standing next to the sign that
Is
says
it
not to
ironic?
give to homeless people.
My goodness.
With a handout.
That's ironic.
That's fucking crazy.
Man.
Yeah,
Y'all can move wherever y'all want. Just stop coming here.
Being a
got no
homeless
much-
person must be a crazy
You know what area is also
life.
popping is Colorado and Arizona. Like the Mountain West area is really popping because like
Arizona.
yeah, because you have
Yuck,
like all the
bro.
people from the West Coast, like Seattle, California, Oregon. They're moving slightly to the west. Like you have Idaho, Boise is popping. You have
That is wild.
yeah.
I don't want nothing to do with
Colorado
Idaho.
Springs and Phoenix. Where else?
Phoenix.
Yeah.
I don't know what the fuck's going on in Phoenix.
It's just like there's a certain
Arizona's just not a fun
community that
place.
they attract. But
Have you
definitely,
been to Arizona?
I have. It's actually really really nice.
It's hot as
It's hot as shit.
But I went
Yeah,
during
I
the
feel like it'd
winter,
be
so
The
it was
weather
like
absolutely ruins it. It is nice. It is cool. Like this, it's very scenic and shit like that.
Yeah.
But holy fuck, is it hot?
it is hot as fuck.
Bro,
and it's
living-
dry, and it's like you're gonna die, bro.
Yeah,
You're
I would not. I
sweating.
would not want to live there.
It's hot as fuck.
114 degrees. But
that.
they
Fuck
spend
that.
most of the time inside. But still, like, I like to go outside.
Living with
Hell
the
yeah.
reptiles and shit.
Yeah.
Living with the reptiles and the cactuses,
Fuck that
the
shit.
succulents.
What would have best weather?
California.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say California.
Hands down.
In the U.S., California, and how's Colorado?
Colorado's a little. It's actually hotter than you think it is because it's so high up.
For the most,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
most
it
of the
gets
year,
pretty
right?
hot.
hit you.
But when it gets cold,
When it gets cold, it gets cold.
It's no joke.
But it's only like 2 months, right? Like a
Yeah.
like a normal winter.
Nah, bro, it's long.
Oh,
It's long.
I don't want. I don't think I could. I don't think I could deal with snow.
It'll
dude.
probably go from like maybe like November to like maybe April.
You know how we deal with like hurricanes? Imagine if they're like,
March.
no one go outside, blizzard, next 5 days, like everyone's got to stay inside.
That's how it is in California, actually.
Fuck that.
Like, there's a little bit of ice on the road. They're like, ah, shit.
That's it, guys.
Shut
Sorry.
down.
Ah, shit. Everyone, code red.
Everyone knows what it means. Everyone gets under their tables and shit. Icy
There's
roads.
ice.
It's ice. Fuck. I hate this time of year. No, but I don't think I could deal with that shit, bro.
Isn't that funny how the weather affects us that much? Like,
Oh,
if people make
yeah.
a joke like, "Oh, like talking about the weather is so like fucking
Yeah.
like blasé," but like
Yeah.
everybody does it
No,
all
that's
the
real,
time,
dude. That
Yeah.
Literally.
we had a freeze this year. We had a freeze. Yeah, this year.
Yeah, man.
Holy shit! Did that? I know everyone felt it.
That traumatized me, bro.
Every single person
Every
felt
time the
it.
power flickers, I'm like, oh no, like not again.
PTSD.
The PTSD
It
can't
just
be real.
it shows how reliant we are on fucking power, man.
Oh, yeah.
Seriously. If
That's
we
a
didn't
bar.
have it,
How reliant we are.
how reliant we are on power,
That was
man.
a bar.
Oh,
That
I
was
just
a
caught
bar.
that.
That's
Damn,
bars.
son, that's bars, son.
But seriously, how reliant we are on power. You know what I mean? Like, literally, fucking. If we don't have it, people just freak out.
It's not even-
I think we
it-
built society to a point where like it has become like foundational to like who we are.
Yeah,
Like
absolutely.
like energy, food, roads, like an infrastructure. Like all of that is just like vital to like there was a I forgot there was a like a study where like you had like a feral like human that was like in the woods, right? And they were saying like they're not actually human until they're socialized with other humans.
So what do they call them? Like an animal?
They're called like feral humans.
feral.
So basically it's like how a human would be if like they were out in nature versus like once you actually meet other human beings, become a completely different animal.
Yeah, I'd certainly say so.
So like I think so like social contact, energy and infrastructure, like all those, like once you take those away, like people will freak the fuck out.
I was freaking
Yeah.
out during that freeze.
No, we can't
Me
have the
too.
cities we have now. Oh yeah, dude.
I was freaking out.
I think everyone was.
I was like, bitch, when is this power coming?
And you know what's
Yeah.
crazy? The second we got power, what did you do? You went to social media.
Exactly.
You went to social
like, bro,
media.
I went to Twitter.
I started posting angry things. I'm pissed. Are you pissed? Because I'm pissed. I just got power. I'm gonna lose it in 5 hours. I'm pissed. Are you pissed?
Center point. What are you doing?
what a life we live. What are humans? Like, we're so intelligent, yet like, what is this like
But that
charade
shit is
we got
fun,
going
bro.
on?
That shit is fun, man. Social media is fun.
Oh, absolutely,
So it's like,
absolutely.
That's why I feel like
That's why everyone
actually
succumbs to it.
Exactly.
That's why no one's really like it's bad. Like
Yeah.
people would wisen up if it really was that bad. But at the end of the day,
What,
it's a
social
good
media?
thing. Yeah, it's a good
Well,
thing
No,
to have.
I think it's bad in a way because you destroy your brain in terms of fucking like producing dopamine and shit. I feel like it completely, especially for like a lot of people who are seeking a lot of like likes and shit like that, it completely destroys your brain.
But it's how you look at it. Because at the end of the day, like, we're all connected in this way. Isn't that kind of cool? Like, imagine if, like, the only way I really got to know anything about you is, like, if I saw you in person. Like, we would really not be caught up with each other.
That is interesting.
Like,
That's a forward way of looking at it.
We see each other, and, like, like, we don't talk for a few days or whatever the hell, and, like, it's fine. But, like, imagine if you had no social media. Like, fuck, I haven't seen you in, like, a week. Who are you? 2 weeks, 3 weeks. You know what I mean?
I feel like things would go back to people talking to each other.
Maybe it's nice.
I do.
Maybe straight up phone calls.
Yeah.
Only phone calls.
Nah.
Fuck the phone calls.
Phone calls and
I want to bring them back.
texting, baby.
I want to bring them back.
Phone calls and
No.
texting.
Are we too embarrassed to talk to each other on the phone? Like,
No,
why
I'm not
can't I just
embarrassed.
fucking like?
I won't lie though. I'm one of those people that I hate talking on the phone.
I hate it.
I hate talking on the phone. And FaceTiming, fuck.
Well, I don't want to FaceTime you because anything could be happening. I don't mind calling. I don't mind calling someone.
Shitting.
You're taking a poop.
Beating
Nah,
my
I don't
meat.
mind calling someone though.
Right.
Yeah.
I hate being on the phone, dude.
Yeah.
I hate
Listen,
it.
I'll get on the phone, but like casually, I wouldn't do it.
I would get on the phone.
Occasions I
casually.
would. I'll have a good time on the phone.
Whenever people
occasions.
like FaceTime me out of the blue, I'm like, fam, I might block you.
Fuck yeah.
I don't want to.
You done crossed the line.
Yeah, I can't believe you just disrespected me in this way.
I wasn't ready.
What
for
I'm
this.
doing, I could have been beating my meat. I could have been making food. I could have been doing anything.
To think you thought this was an option.
You thought you were so important that you could call me at this moment.
You want to see my face? You want me to see your face right now?
You finna
Right
see-
now.
You can see the ceiling.
Oh man.
Yeah, no,
Oh,
but
man.
Yo, funny thing about the social media. So when I was with my girlfriend, like right when we were talking, right, she thought like I failed out of school and I was like a complete like almost homeless or something because I wasn't posting on my social media.
That's wild.
Yeah.
wait, really?
Yeah, she's like,
She was like worried.
no, not worried. She was more
She's
like,
like, what the fuck are you doing?
he's like, what? Like, is this guy still in like A&M? Like,
If he's not putting it up, well, how is it real?
What did y'all meet at school?
yeah, we did meet at school.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I just don't like posting so much on social media.
Nah, when I was in school, I was posting all the time. So-
Good for you. Good for you.
Yeah,
I
for
try
real.
not to post too much about my personal life or anything like that, but good for you. The people that post like nothing at all, I always wonder. Like, I bet these people. I never think these people aren't happy. I'll tell you that much.
I just be like, what are
I'm
they
always
doing
like,
every
these
day?
people are having a better time.
I think for me, what I do is I split. I like segregate the functionality of it, right? So for Instagram, I never make it about like updates about my life. It's more so art or business when it comes like social media.
Just like to lose your mind a little bit. Just to
Exactly.
daydream a little bit.
It's more like, oh yeah, I think this looks dope. I'm gonna just post it.
Yeah.
Or like it, like this is something I'm promoting, or like this is a business that like I'm working with, or like I want you to be exposed to this. Like then I think that's what like social media is for.
Yeah.
Versus like like a Twitter. Like I'm not a big fan of Twitter.
I love Twitter.
But I'll follow Twitter for like memes.
Twitter's amazing.
And for like financial news, just because like you're like getting that news, but like I wouldn't post on Twitter. Like I'm not like I wouldn't like tweet.
I think I'm more of a consumer on
Yeah.
Twitter than like an actual like
You're here for the
user.
views. You're here to
Yeah.
look at stuff.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
you get
I feel the
you
same
get
way.
Funny ass pictures. You get titties. You get business shit.
I feel that
you
way
get
like on all
sports
social
shit.
medias.
You get everything.
Yeah.
Nah, I
No,
don't
Twitter
know.
the most though. Twitter
Yeah,
is
Twitter the most.
by far the best.
Yo,
So-
TikTok now though.
Dude,
That's,
I haven't
that one's
gotten
getting
too
that
far
one's
into
getting
TikTok.
big. We're gonna be on there soon.
TikTok's
Yeah, we need to.
We're-
Dude, I
we're
like
gonna be on
TikTok.
there
I like
soon.
the effects. Like, it's honestly really interesting. It's
I don't
the,
like it.
The effects are pretty damn complex.
It reminds me
man.
of
Like, they're
Vine. That's why I
cool.
like it.
Mine was cool.
Remember Vine?
Mine was cool,
I do
but
Vine was dope.
TikTok is a bit of a different vibe to
It's
me.
a
for
mega
some reason.
mega vine.
Yeah, there's definitely some cringe shit on TikTok.
Yeah, there's
though.
more like
TikTok
cringe
is
type
everything
shit.
combined
TikTok
in one.
is grimy. It's a lot of grimy shit going on.
Yeah, there's a lot
There's
of
a lot of
bots,
underage
a
ladies.
lot of China stealing your info type shit.
a lot of
You think
music
so?
shit going on.
But
a lot
that-
of bullshit.
Listen,
Okay,
to the end of the day, I'll
but-
say, steal my info. I don't give a
But
shit.
if you
Take
look
what you want.
if you look
I
past
won't buy it.
if you look past like the stealing of the info and like data privacy and shit like that, their algorithm is crazy.
It's
like,
insane.
It is crazy because
How
like
so?
It's
Like,
too good.
the complexity of it?
because like
Well, not too good.
You're just like
the wrong word.
Like what was it? You're scrolling right, just by like how long you keep on like a TikTok or like how like how you interact with it. Like they read so many different things,
Yeah.
so that can fine tune like, hey, you don't like underage girls,
Yeah.
right? Like you want to have more jokes or fun or like fun like skits, or you want to have like finance news, or like you want to have something like that. And,
Yeah.
and there's a lot of different types of content on there. It's very easily digestible, but I do think people's like attention spans are decreasing because of TikTok.
I
telling me-
100% agree with that.
Yeah.
Mask, you tell me TikTok is like a good place to find news?
For some
Like-
stuff, yeah, because like depending on like the specific thing you focus on,
Yeah.
like you'll see TikToks in regards to that. Like
But they do have accounts that like post pretty much only news.
Yeah, there's like people who post just finance shit. Like they just post about like what they're doing with their finances, and
Like
it'll be like a 6-second clip.
bullshit though.
But yeah, 80% of it is just
know
people doing stupid dances.
Yeah,
I didn't know any of it was like professional at all. I thought it was all strictly comedic.
Yeah, it's some
in one way or another.
You learn how to cook on
either
there?
informative or comedic.
But they'll
Informative,
get
comedic, or
they'll
artistic.
get like news and shit from there too.
I didn't know like it was like news based like Twitter kind of is.
And the thing is like for me, like I follow that because that's the only place I can get like Gen Z, Gen Alpha like news.
Okay.
Right.
I wanna
Like
stick to
like
my generation.
that's like for me that's how you understand like the next generation. Like I don't want to like fall behind, like just be so out of touch.
Yeah.
Like I at least like I might not agree with some of the stuff they're doing. Like yo, that's kind of cringe or that's like very young energy of you. But like that's like like that's like the only place you can kind of get like
It's a way of saying
Gen
that's
Z.
not funny.
That's
not very funny.
Young energy.
Very young energy.
Those
That's
those-
hilarious.
Yeah, those new memes. The new attitude is a little bit crazy.
It's
The
different.
new memes are bad. The new memes are bad. I don't like them. But the new attitude is very sarcastic, very plain faced, very like
shit we was doing.
no, but like less emotions than us, less social than
That's
us.
how I was gonna be.
Way more sarcastic, way more like I don't know, man. Like kind of closed off to people.
Bro,
not
sometimes-
not as open to people.
My sister is like, she's 18, and like sometimes we talking, and I can see like the jokes that like she's trying to put on, and it's like layers of a joke going on, and I'm like,
It's curb.
bro, what are you doing? I was like, what the fuck is going on?
This is intelligent. Is this a
it's-
special? Is this
Bro,
stand up?
it's crazy, and then she'll be doing it like deadpan, like straight face, and I'm just like, dog, I don't know what's happening
No,
right
dude.
now.
My little sister is 13, and it's worse than that. It's the same thing, but like just a step further.
That shit's crazy, bro.
Just very straight face, man. Very comedic. I don't know, dude. Like you should see the shows these days.
Their brains are overloaded from their iPad.
Their brains
That's
are
all I'm gonna
overloaded.
say.
Yeah, they're
I
so.
really wonder what like the long term effects of that, because like you just like you're receiving so much dopamine at like a high dose. Does like your body adapt and be like that's now your new baseline?
You would
Well,
hope that they'd
probably,
be more
yeah.
intelligent because they have all these things like their brains are working overtime. And
I mean,
they're
are
always kind of
accessing
active.
information. Like, like I think a skill that like all the newer generation has to understand is like how to filter out information. Like,
Yeah.
if you learn that shit at like a young age, like babies will learn it. Like, yo, I hate the advertisements because they're just trying to sell me something.
That's true. It
Right,
is all
'cause they're
kind of
already playing
information
with their
based.
iPads at that point, so they can see past bullshit very easily.
Yeah.
They know
Oh.
they know to skip the ads to get to
Yeah.
their video.
All
really
memory
do, bro.
based. Everything's in your head, man.
I had a little cousin be like, yo, skip the survey. I was like, how do you know that?
Go outside. You gotta play with.
How do you know not to do this?
play with
right
the
now?
I
ball.
feel like
Yeah.
you do have to play outside. You do have to like get some like human to human.
But kids don't do that, man. You never see kids outside anymore. Like they're
That's
always on their phones. So
true.
that's why you would think that, like, all right, well, they're less physical. They should be more intelligent, shouldn't they? Is it true though? I don't know. You know, just because they're fucking good with their hands and good on social media
That's
doesn't
a
mean
fair
anything.
question. You know,
Bless
next
you.
time, let's-
Dylan, that was a lot, man. Are you all right?
Yeah. Oh my god.
we're
I'm.
Like.
Bless you.
Oh my god.
The sneezes.
No, he said something else.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
never mind.
Yeah.
I got that.
We should get a fucking 13-year-old on here and interview them.
No, oh my god.
They would just be super sarcastic and be like, "What? Like, what are you even saying?"
I don't think they'd be social enough for this sort of setting.
They think it's really
I don't-
awkward.
I don't think they care much for this sort of
I don't
thing.
know any 13-year-olds that I can be like.
Yeah, you know any 13-year-olds that listen to podcasts?
I don't think
No,
13-year-olds
I
listen
think
to podcasts.
no.
They can
but-
barely watch a movie, dude.
But the thing with like Gen Z and Gen Alpha is like they're much more entrepreneurial. So they love to start their own shit. But with that also comes like the attitude of like, you know, I'm trying to
Yeah.
push something, or like I'm trying to put a face on,
Yeah.
or like they're very sarcastic, or like they try
Yeah.
to put people down because it's like crabs in a barrel to them.
Or it's like I'm always right. Also, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like everything's me. Everything's like I'm right, and like social media is wrong. And
But that's what they said about the millennials too.
I was about to say, yeah, I don't feel like that's.
and they probably were
Everything.
a bit right. Maybe like in a good way, you know. Maybe we.
I think America in general.
How fucking like dumb is it? Like, but like maybe we had it right. You know, like, maybe we're the right generation. We're the right balance. You know?
That's right. Every generation thinks that before the what I mean?
Yeah.
The previous
Yeah.
one thinks
Yeah.
that.
It's just our environment's changed. You know what I mean? Like at the time, we are the right fucking layer. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But maybe later, like in a more technological world, maybe they're the right
I feel
sort
like
of thing.
you just have to like brace yourself for the future.
It's got to be accustomed to what's going on.
You
man.
can't be completely against it. Definitely have your own opinions, you know what I mean? But like
Right.
you can't be completely against it, because if you're not, you're going to be completely ignorant of all the new technologies and all the cool like new shit coming about. Like
Absolutely.
something
You'll
we
be
talked
way
about here
behind.
is like the Neuralink before.
Oh yeah.
So like what do you guys think is like the most exciting like new piece of shit that's going to come out within like the next 10 years?
Yo,
Like the next big thing, because you know we have like the internet, then smartphones, shit like that. So
a
what's the
great
next
question.
like what's the next big thing?
quantum computers, bro. So
What is
so,
that?
What is
so,
that?
So actually, Okay, so it kind of gets complicated, but basically, quantum computers.
Have you seen Ant-Man?
They operate in a way that allows for like exponentially more computational power than regular classical computers. The reason being is that classical computers, that binary, right? Binary is like ones and zeros, and they translate those ones and zeros because of electrons inside like semiconductors, right? So they have like electric currents coming in saying like, hey, this is 1, this is 0 by little like electrons. But with quantum computers, you're in base 4. I don't need to like go too deep into it.
Yeah.
But basically, with quantum computers, you can start understanding much more complex questions like, oh, why do cancers form? Why is like the universe forming, right? Like what are like the fundamental laws of nature? Like things that were like that you couldn't do with regular computers, you can now solve with quantum computers. And the crazy thing is they're already here. Fucking, because I like at my workplace, like I work in tech and I work in something called the cloud, but like Amazon has this own quantum computer that you can access right now, and IBM and like
it's like a
Microsoft.
public one.
Yeah, well, not necessarily public. Kind of public, but like you have to basically pay them to like rent it out.
Oh, okay.
So you give them like messages over the internet, like, hey,
fucking Amazon.
So if I may ask, like, how does this work? Is it like you can run like much more complex like simulations? Is that how like you can kind of find the answer to these sort of things? Like,
yeah. So
how does that how does that computing power, like the increase of computing power, how does that help you reach answers that you couldn't before?
So basically, like imagine like you have like just. Okay, so let's use this analogy, right? So say you have to file a bunch of papers, right? You have to file like thousands and thousands of papers, right? You can file 10 by hand pretty easily. You can file 100 by hand, relatively easily. But once you get to the thousands and millions, then it's like, okay, it takes an entire lifetime to be able to sort these papers, right?
Yeah.
So now imagine that one person now becomes, 2, right? Like that you can cut down the amount of time in half. Yeah. Now you take those 2 people and you turn into 4, right? So now the same tasks are being done, but at a much faster rate. And there's more things that are now feasible because of it. Because it's not just so we're getting like too deep into the math. It like binary is base 2, so it's like 2, 4, 8, 16, like that. That's like the multiples of like how they operate, right? In base 10 is like 1, 10, 100, like the thousands place, the 10,000s place. But like with 2, it's like 2, 4, 6, 8. But with base 4 is like 4, 16, 32. So you get exponentially like more powerful like computing power because of it. But
that's what like I get that. It's just like, is it like simulations? Is it like what? But I guess that's just too far into it.
No, you like can definitely do simulations. You can do data analysis. Like so, for example, if you have like I want to say like a bunch of sensors like in a human body, right? And they're dying of like some unknown disease. Yeah. Like if you get enough information, can you recreate that disease? Can you cure it? Right? Because you know how like with the COVID vaccines they have like mRNA technology. They're looking at different ways to use that technology to cure cancers and to cure like Parkinson's and shit. And they'll do it electronically too. Yeah. Because it's just all instructions. It's the craziest shit. But I think if I'm looking at like new technologies, it was Elon Musk that said like the main barrier towards the future isn't more technology, it's throughput. It's how fast and how quickly can we process information, and that's what he's doing with Neuralink, right? Neuralink is just like instead of having to talk and process information that way, we can just think.
It'll be way faster.
Zoom our thoughts.
Think to each other.
We've kind of touched on this before. But like it's so weird, like
it's
that might become the norm to where like everyone has one. Because if you don't have one, you're gonna be literally. I'm gonna use the R word. Almost.
Oh God!
No, I'm just kidding. I won't use the R word. But yeah, you're gonna be slow compared to everybody else. You know what I mean? Like if you don't have one, so everybody's gonna fucking need one.
It's all gonna be info based. It's all gonna be info and receiving based. It's gonna be that's crazy shit, man. Crazy. Yeah, for something that complex to run that sort of thing, like you need more information. You need more like complex information.
What if like you have that? If you have
world,
that,
man.
I don't think you'll ever get like Alzheimer's or anything because like
Everyone's gonna be happy. No one's gonna be depressed. No one's gonna be anything. Everyone's gonna be
No,
like,
they'll find new shit to be depressed about.
everyone. Yeah,
Imagine-
this is too fast. This is too slow.
imagine you can program your own brain. That's what it's kind of gonna be like because there's gonna be an app for it.
Oh, for sure.
My
So
goodness.
you could imagine pulling it up on your phone and
What
just
if somebody hacks it?
messing with your brain.
No, that's
Somebody hacks into your
I always
brain.
feel like that's gonna be a major issue in the future, dude.
Brain hacking.
Hacking, dude. Not hacking in
Hacking.
general. Hacking in your house. Hacking in your car.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Hacking like your fucking phone. Hack like all that shit.
I don't mind having physical shit. I don't mind having physical keys.
Me either. That's one of those things. That's like, all right, we don't need this to
I
like.
don't mind it.
We
Yeah,
don't.
but
Yeah,
it's
we don't
cool.
need this any easier.
Yeah, but it's cool.
It's definitely cool.
That's like the main.
Maybe you got me
like,
beat there.
That's what they
Yeah.
get for all like technology bros. Yeah, but it's cool. You know what I mean? Like a lot of the
Yeah.
stuff we
Yeah,
don't
I have
even
no
need. Like
argument.
it's like yeah, but it's
It makes
cool.
it,
like
so
it's
much more convenient.
It makes it things a lot easier in a lot of ways.
That one though is like one of those things that like you really don't. Phones like that thing is cool and it's like
It's
like
helpful.
necessary. You know, it's
Yeah.
helpful. It's definitely helpful. But keys, I guess it's kind of helpful, right? You can do it a little faster. You can get in just a little bit faster.
Yeah, you
Actually,
just fucking use
like,
your
yeah,
phone.
like I have the app. So like
I bet the
my
lock is a little
apartment
more
complex
powerful.
is it's keyless. So they have
You just unlock your door right before you get to it.
Yeah, basically.
That's just wild.
It's a hotel card.
It's a hotel
It's a
card.
hotel card.
Hotel card
Yeah,
is
the
the
phone
phone.
looks like this.
Wow,
that's wild.
You just fucking put it up. Oh yeah, here, let's show it for the camera, I guess.
Yeah. It's like a little like tag looking app.
Yeah, but
In
then
terms
you
of,
can also
like, when you open the
doors
screen.
for people. Like, oh yeah, this is
Oh,
the.
that is so
Oh, that's
cool.
stiff. That's stiff.
All right.
Oh, like if you have like a friend coming over,
I
like
take
hey,
it back. Fuck keys. Fuck physical keys.
I'm saying, man,
Keys
that's
can
just
fuck
cool.
up. I got all
and
my
say
keys
like
on
you
that.
like say you wanted to use the gym, right? But you didn't have the code. I'm like, oh yeah, can you open the gym? I can just open the gym for you from here.
That's wild.
Wow.
That's dope. I'm gonna have
Okay,
to
see,
take you up
that's
on that
cool.
offer.
Right? We
Yeah,
should
I'm
all
I'm
start.
gonna take you up on that offer.
Yeah. Okay, so the thing about my gym is not like a Gold's gym, like Arnold Schwarzenegger, like like heavy lifting or anything. But they do have like Peloton and like the super like class pass type like smart workouts, and like they have a couple of.
Do they have weights?
They do have weights, and I also
all
have
you
a,
need.
Dumbbells?
That's all you need.
They have dumbbells,
Up
and I also
to-
have a what is it? I have a barbell.
Free barbell?
A barbell.
Yeah, just in my house, just random barbell.
Doing fucking.
I won it in a
doing
competition.
deadlifts and shit. So I was like, what the fuck is he doing up there? He's got 45s on and shit.
Dude, I used to in U of H,
Uh-huh.
there used to be a cafeteria, and it was below a dorm, like a whole dorm. There were like maybe 8 stories above it, right? And the floor directly above the cafeteria was a weight room. So while you'd be eating, you'd be hearing clink, clink, weights
From under
slam-
you?
No, above you.
That is
Oh, they
hilarious.
wait. It was above you.
You're like 500
it was
pounds.
above
Crazy.
me. You'd be hearing the weights slam above your head, just clink, clink,
Oh my
clink.
gosh.
That is terrible design.
And for with college students too, you know they're fucking doing some crazy weights.
Yeah, like
They're
as
doing
you
some ridiculous. They don't know what the hell they're.
This is all ego lifting.
Yeah, it's all ego lifting. Yeah, they're
just putting on hella fucking plates, trying to impress the fucking girl down the way.
slamming that shit. They come down to the cafeteria. Y'all hear that? Did y'all hear what I just did? That's funny. That's fucking
Oh,
funny.
man.
Which dorm was that? Or which
at U of H, I think it was called Moody. It was called Moody.
Moody.
is that the one like
It's like a
South Side, like close to the optometry school?
I'm not sure if it's close to the optometry. I don't know where the
'Cause-
optometry.
because
Actually,
there's
no, it is. It is. It's across the street from the optometry school.
Oh,
it's like
shit.
right there.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why it's outskirts. Fuck
Yeah.
that.
The
man.
outskirts of the
Jesus
campus.
Christ, dude! U of H walking from like one side to all the way to the other. It's a hot 15 minutes.
Ooh.
A hot 15 minutes of brisk walking, no stops, no
Dude,
stops.
senior year of college, because I lived there, but like I thought it would be closer, but the place I was living was actually like a good mile from campus. So my
a mile's
walk-
a lot more than you think.
I was walking every fucking day.
All it takes is 10 seconds to
Miles.
start sweating.
Dude, miles. Like, and then because like I would go different places, you know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
So one day I wore like these jandals.
Oh,
And
what
I
are
walked.
jandals?
There were such jandals are so shitty.
Jean sandals?
Jean-
That can't be.
No, not
Jesus
jean sandals.
sandals.
Jesus sandals.
Oh, jeez.
Jesus sandals. Jean sandals. Jean sandals.
Jesus sandals.
Jandals. Jesus sandals. you know?
Killing it. Fucking
Like
killing
Christ.
it. That's a funny ass term. I love
you,
that.
you didn't know that?
No, I've never heard of that.
You've
Jandals.
never heard Jesus sandals.
I've never heard. No, I've heard Jesus sandals. I've never heard jandals.
Oh,
I
jandals.
thought jandals was a
Jandals.
funny way to combine them.
Jandals.
I just didn't. I wasn't expecting Jesus sandals when I heard it.
Yeah, I was wearing some jandals, and my
That's
feet got
hilarious.
completely coated in like just fucking black like sludge.
Oh
Just
my
from walking around all day, because I
Yeah.
had to like walk like super far, like 3 or 4 miles
Uh-huh.
to get to this really far class. and I would walk back home that distance too. So I'd get home and like I just wash my feet vigorously.
Oh my gosh,
God.
burning calories, though. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, I
for
guess
sure.
that was
how
the
you
only
get
good
fit.
part.
I guess that was the only benefit.
Only good parts.
You should have got a bike, man. Just get a little bike.
Get
Yeah, a
the
bike would
activity
have
in.
helped you. Or you should have been one of
bikes are
those.
clutch.
Dude, I recently rode one of those like I've rode bikes before, of course. Well, I mean, I guess not everyone's rode bikes, huh? But
Not me.
does everybody here know how to ride a bike?
Not a paralyzed person. You piece of shit.
Oh, damn! Or a blind person.
Cancel Omar.
You know what I mean? You can't be blind.
Cancel
and ride a
Omar.
Cancel
bike.
this insensitive.
I'm so
piece of
sorry.
garbage.
I wasn't including us all. I wasn't including us
Go
all.
on.
Just kidding.
Where the fuck was I going with this?
You're talking about riding a bike.
You rode a bike, some type of bike or something.
Oh,
Was
I
it the
recently rode a really lightweight bike. That's what it was.
Oh, okay.
I've rode mountain bikes, like the ones where you can switch the gears, all that type of shit.
abuse
So the bulky
blind
ones.
people for a lightweight bike.
They'd be furious at this.
It's hilarious.
But I rode a lightweight one, like the one of those that like you pick up and like fucking hike up a mountain with that type of shit. That type of shit, like some real lightweight shit. Dude, it was amazing. I felt like I was flying. I felt like Star Wars. I felt like I was on like a different type of vehicle.
Yeah,
I was like, dude, this thing
That's why
is
they're
so fast. It's so cool.
That's why
like,
it's so expensive.
That's
Yeah.
they're a couple hundred. I mean, a few hundred, not even a couple. Like
Yeah.
three, four.
Was it worth it?
I didn't
What
buy
did you-
one.
Oh, okay. You
Yeah,
just
but it
rode
was. I just wrote it. It was a friend of mine.
Oh,
It was a
okay.
friend of ours.
But
it was Chris. It doesn't matter. It was Chris.
Yeah.
It was Chris. It doesn't matter.
I've heard
It was
it's a-
Chris's bike. I was playing basketball with him, and I rode.
Yeah,
his
I've
bike.
heard it's a good idea to invest in like a bike.
Yeah,
like a
it was-
nice bike.
It was awesome, man. It was awesome. I think everyone should invest in a fucking bike. Imagine if we weren't driving as much and we were all riding fucking bikes. You know what I heard about recently too? I had never heard about this before. I was surprised. So about like the whole conspiracy about like why we all drive vehicles and why there's no real like public transportation for anybody. Like it's not really readily available in most cities.
That is true.
Like
Especially in
straight up,
America.
yeah, convenient public transportation.
Yeah, especially
There's
in America.
buses, but not like real, like not something everyone can get on board with.
It's because the Seatbelt Association.
It's because of General Motors. General
Oh,
Motors,
really?
GM.
General Motors,
Yeah.
General Motors, way back in the day, they bought up like box cars. They bought up like the infrastructure for like trolleys or whatever the fuck back in the
Okay.
day. They completely tanked them on purpose. This way, people had to buy their own vehicles.
Yep.
So now everything's built towards roads. Like now, trying to implement fucking public transportation would be difficult.
Yeah.
How the hell would you do it? A bunch of buses? How would you do that?
As opposed to just
Boring
having
company,
like,
bro.
like if they had just built it before and then like just improved on it over time.
It basically
would've
be
been a lot
self-driving.
better.
It'd basically
Yeah.
be self-driving cars, but
Yeah.
in big vehicles.
But yeah, we'd be there right now.
Yeah.
I think so. Like
be
we'd be at the point where
fast.
like you're just in it and it takes you everywhere.
That's how New York did, or maybe Chicago did it like that too. Or like they just built the transportation and then the city became the city.
Yeah, they're old. They but
like,
the new,
yeah.
all these new cities are not like built like that.
Nah.
And most of them like started adapting towards this way. So like now it's really not towards that, you know? And I
there's
thought that
more
was
money.
crazy, yeah, because I thought about it and I was like, why the fuck do we all drive
That makes
cars?
complete sense. There's
But
way
trains
more
are
money in cars.
trains are awesome though. Like when I went to Denver, I like visited some coworkers. They tell me they take the train everywhere, man. Like so they
Oh,
live
really?
like they live like kind of outside of the city and they just take it to go like if there's like a station near like their where they are kind of like in the suburbs and they just take it from there and they can go to downtown. So say like if you live in the suburbs but you want to go to downtown, you go to you take a train and they're coming all times of the night. You take a train, you go get plastered, you get back on the train to go back home.
It's actually pretty lit.
That's awesome.
And
It's
it
like
takes
New
you back
York
home.
everywhere, but just more efficient.
It's like Japan. Like
Yeah.
Like Japan.
Yeah,
So
because
Japan
you
has the
have like the
fastest
bullet
New York.
train, like the magnetic train where
Yeah.
they don't like actually touch the rails, and you're going like I don't know, like 300 miles an hour.
Holy fuck.
You're
Yeah,
kidding. You really go that fast?
Yeah, you're going like fucking fast, and
What the
I think you go to like a different city, drink there for the night, and just come back
That's pretty
like
lit.
15 minutes or something. I might be exaggerating, but I don't
I
know.
don't
15 minutes.
I'm sure it's less than an hour.
Something like that.
All right, so
900 miles an hour.
out of all the methods of travel, I think I like train the most.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Really?
There's like there's the least turbulence out of all the fucking like flights I've been on and everything and like every other kind of ride, boats and shit too.
Oh god.
I think train is the best, bro. Like it's just so like it doesn't really move around too much.
Yeah, I just don't like the people being around.
I don't think I've ever rode a train. What the fuck does a train feel like?
It's really cool. It's super
What
smooth.
what kind of trains are we talking? We're talking about above ground. We're talking about a subway.
Yeah.
either
What
or.
Bro,
they gotta feel different. They gotta feel different.
love this
I'm
one.
sure on the tracks.
Turbulence.
On the
Yeah,
tracks, it's got to feel
turbulence.
well. Actually, it's the same thing. Yeah, it's underground.
Turbulence, bro. Especially
On a
in
subway,
New
I'm
York.
sure, but I'm
In
talking about like
Turbulence on a train?
Yes,
Yeah.
bro. You're just
What are
shaking.
you levitating? Harry Potter?
You're just shaking the whole time. It's not a smooth ride.
Okay.
But you get entertainment.
Well, that's
Oh, yeah.
ass.
People are like dancing and shit.
That's dope.
Fucking homeless people are pulling out their dicks and shit. Yeah, this is just what I assume of New York.
Yeah.
I saw a picture recently, like it was like a little short video on one of those like little funny meme pages, but the more edgier ones. It was a dude. I guess he just really had to piss, dressed in like fucking business formal type of shit, like a whole shebang. Had a suitcase and everything with him. Yeah. Had his dick out of his fucking like trousers, like the little hole. God. He was pissing on the subway in the corner, just straight out while sitting down.
That does not surprise me.
I was like, is that what New York is like?
Yes.
This guy looked like he didn't want to do it either. He looked like he was incredibly embarrassed.
I think New York just has a really wide spectrum, right? Like there's just like there's like crackheads, and they're like like level 6 crackheads.
But they're all new level 6.
Leader crackheads,
your finance bros, right? You have like the finest restaurants in the world, pretty much. So it's just a pretty wide range when it comes to New York.
They're all just riding the same train.
So if you guys had like a shitload of money, where would you live? Would you stay in the same city? Would you go somewhere else? Or would
California,
you
baby.
California.
I'd be in California in a heartbeat.
Yeah, San Diego, baby.
Singapore is nice, dude.
Maybe I'd go to Japan for a little bit. That'd be
Japan.
Fun. That'd be awesome.
Where would you live? I'm talking about temporarily, like for the rest of your life, or would you want to like not live
for the rest of my life?
If I had a lot of money, I'd want to bounce around.
Let's assume it's not. Let's assume it's not a lot of money.
Settle down one place.
Let's assume it's like passive income.
Okay, now it's a medium range.
No, wait, but I don't know how passive. How large is this passive?
I'm good. Let's say up to $100,000 a year, $120,000 a year.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so it's not a shit ton of money.
Yeah,
I got a budget. I'd go to Cali. I think Cali.
The fuck no.
No, I'd still be. I think.
I wonder how much it is for like a house over there,
dude. I mean, like a family of 4 making $100K in Northern California. I think that's the poverty line.
But if I'm personally making like
that's wild,
crazy, right?
Bro.
That is insane, man.
That house is like $1 million.
A family of 4 is in like 4 working people.
No, like a family of like two parents and 2 dependents.
Yeah.
Wow, dude. Like that
that
like
ain't right, man.
Almost like $100K. That's poverty line.
They adjust their money.
Yeah, the salaries and whatnot are adjusted to that, but it's still crazy.
But it's still weird though. There's not a better way to do it.
Yeah, it's all relative, right? Like, what's the relative value of like your money versus?
It's only weird when you look like compare it to us in Texas or like Florida or in fucking Idaho or some shit.
Where 6 figures, you're living a nice little comfy
6 figures in Texas.
You live in comfy wumpy.
Yeah. You're good.
You're doing okay. You're doing all right.
Especially, I think if people buy like out in the middle of nowhere and they have if they bring 6-figure income to Texas, they can just buy a shitload of random land.
I'll build like a compound.
Just build a compound.
I swear to God. It'll just be me running around in there.
A little mini town. It's Geoville. We only use Geo bucks in Geoville. You know,
create your own currency.
You don't bring US dollars in here.
We use like a Chuck E. Cheese's. You trade your dollars for Geo bucks.
Everybody Chuck E. Cheese.
Hit the ATM. Hit the GTM.
You want to get cash? You go to Chuck E. Cheese.
You're the mayor, governor, everything of that town.
That'd be kind of lit.
That would be.
If you had your own like theme park, what would be the theme? Like if it not just a regular classic like amusement park, like what would be a theme of your theme park?
For funsies or for like a lucrative, like a real doable thing?
Let's do both. Like for funsies, like just for shits and giggles, and then for for profit. Like
profit.
Right. So I would do a horror theme park.
You got it right.
That scares the shit out of people. There's a bunch of scary characters and whatnot everywhere, and the rides look scary as fuck. Like they look like horrifying, like, and they look like they're almost gonna be broken and shit too. I want them to look dangerous, yeah, downright dangerous to the point where they look like they should be shut down, and you're like, I can't believe I'm getting on this.
I know they make a lot of money, but I feel worried.
But that's just appearances. It's legitimately 100% safe, right? It's been tested and whatnot. But I want it to look super fucking scary.
That's what I was gonna say. A horror, like for funsies, but I feel like a horror thing, it just doesn't have like enough audience. Yeah, you can't bring kids. Like that's a niche. Not kind
year
of thing.
Long.
It's all people that only like to be scared. They're like very
kids
scared.
Kids are a big market for that.
October you will be booming.
But imagine like an expensive. Recently, you know that show Dave?
Yeah,
I'm sorry to change topics, but recently, I saw a clip. Like my cousin sent me something. I saw a clip where he matches with Doja Cat on like a Tinder based.
Thing.
And imagine that, like a celebrity based dating app.
That already exists.
That already exists.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what they.
Like
got.
you have to pay like a subscription.
Yeah.
You gotta,
Okay.
You have to get accepted.
And there's some for like
How interesting is that? Like low level to high level celebrities.
Yeah.
There's like Tinder's like the baseline dating app. Like
Tinder is for brokies.
Yeah,
Tinder's like
It's like the general public.
Sometimes
Yeah.
you see people with like a picture of a ball sack.
Tinder's
as
like
their
the
first
stock
picture.
honestly, but like people have like money or some shit. Like they like go on this. I forgot the name of it, but it's like another dating app.
verified.
They're
The ball
verified.
sack is verified.
It's ridiculous though, man.
I don't get on here too often. Hit me up on Snapchat.
I don't come often. I don't come often.
You want to say
But
something?
yeah, these other dating apps, like they legit, like Gio said, they fucking charge people to be a part of it, and
Yeah.
you have to have like a certain income, and they like do credit checks on you and shit before you can subscribe to the service.
They,
and
I had
they
no idea.
have
I didn't
one
know that was
for,
real.
For Ivy League grads.
Yeah.
So like, you have to upload your degree and your transcript.
Oh, like a LinkedIn, but for
No, just for dating.
no, it's a dating.
Just
one.
for
You're
walking-
kidding.
walking
Yeah.
up.
Yeah, just work it up.
no, just for
Oh, you-
dating.
So
You-
two
you went to Harvard?
so two psychopaths can meet each
Oh
other.
my god! Upload your transcript. I uploaded my transcript. what do you like? I like this. What
do you study?
What do you study?
Only a 2.8.
Oh no!
Oh, her GPA is low. That's unattractive.
To put up a
Isn't that crazy?
Wow. Now I'll tell you what. Those are the people that are gonna keep this fucking species alive. Those are the people that are making really intelligent
They're
kids.
the fucking Matthew
Yeah,
McConaughey's of the
that's
future,
probably
bro.
couple of just a cart.
They grow on corn on fucking Mars for us, bro.
They go on ski trips and shit.
interstellar shit. They're fucking.
They're
They're
growing
the
corn
ones
on-
going to like the all water planet and shit.
Nuts.
We're just looking for some soil.
Like, dude, the entrance requirement for colleges like MIT and shit, like you have to be like award winning by the time like you're like applying for college if you're in the middle class.
Jesus.
But they'll eat up people in like marginalized groups or like very, very low income. And they'll eat up people that like are in the very, very high income. So like the middle class, like it's very hard for them to get into like into Ivy League unless they have like an amazing story.
And that's just a
Wow.
school. So imagine the dating app.
And the dating app.
You're not even getting on that bitch.
Y'all gonna live a good
8-time
life.
Olympic gold medalist.
8-time Olympic gold
Harvard
medalist.
grad. knows piano.
Jesus, man. Those people. Those type of
Preserved
people.
ovaries.
Loves long walks on the beach.
Virgin. Preserved ovaries.
Oh man, ski trips in Aspen and shit like that.
Oh
Yeah,
man, I would love to go skiing. I would love to go snowboarding, man. That seems like so
That's the
much
one that
fun.
seems the coolest to me. I think I'd rather do
I'd rather do
snowboarding.
snowboard. I heard it's hard. It's skiing is easy to learn, hard to master.
Pizza French fry.
Nope. Snowboarding is hard to learn, easier to master. That's what I heard. I think
Man, I want the-
I think the learning curve is just a little bit steeper for snowboarding. Like just because like your feet are hooked on to like
Yeah.
one board versus.
Ooh, that's an injury waiting to happen.
Yeah.
No, yeah, you're gonna
There's
get
no
knocked
no
in the ass a
mobility.
couple
Yeah,
times.
You can't
jump
get out of
back.
that. You can't bail.
your
The skis
knees
are on you.
Your knees are gonna get ripped apart.
Oh,
if you
absolutely.
crash.
On snowboarding, you just roll it out. I'd hope, but I've heard snow is harder than it looks.
Yes.
I wonder if like parents like they just teach their kids to snowboard at a young age and that's how they do it. Like you know how they
think so.
push us into like the pool. What if they just push them down a mountain?
Yeah.
They're
Just
probably
for,
good.
They're just
for,
like
for
snowboarding.
snowboarding. Figure it out. Figure it out. Hey, if you're still on the other side, you're my son.
Hey, you're alive. You did all right, son. You did all right.
Damn, do y'all remember Shaun White? What a good time in life.
I did.
Oh,
Oh yeah,
yeah.
he was an Olympic skier, right?
Yeah. No, he was a snowboarder.
He's a
Snowboarder.
snowboarder. Yeah.
Snowboarder.
I forgot about that guy.
Oh man.
That's another dumb Olympic sport. Not dumb, but it's a weird Olympic sport.
You know what it is about those type of sports like skateboarding and all that type of shit. Maybe this is ignorant, but like there has to be a cap, no? There has to be a cap on abilities.
Yeah, there is.
How many more tricks can you do?
Yeah.
You did them all. You did. Everyone's trying them. You know what I mean?
That's a difficult one to rate because it's like, they're all doing the same tricks. You know what I mean?
They're
The
just doing it
human
in
body can only
different
do so
styles.
much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't flip this
I
50
feel like
times before I land. It's just not possible.
I feel like I don't know the sport enough because like I feel like going into music, right? Like you can people say like, oh, we've done this style before. We keep hearing this artist, but they might be doing it in like different ways.
Yeah.
That's significant enough to be like, oh, that's dope or like that's different. But there is a level of like subjectivity to it, kind of like gymnastics or something like, oh,
I guess so. Yeah, the
Yeah, like
finesse
technique
to it.
or like
yeah,
how good they
technique
are.
or landing or
Yeah, landing and
True,
shit.
true. Yeah, I land
And
backwards.
there's like
this
a
time.
different
I
events. I think
sideways.
there's like half
Even in
pipe.
fucking gymnastics, they like, because Simone Biles, she made like her own like fucking trick or something. I said trick. Her own like thing. She had like
So
her own
she's-
thing.
She
So-
did a
oh,
really?
720 behind the
The
back.
gymnast is doing tricks for you, huh?
Damn, Gio, is that how
I'm
you
sorry to
She's
all the
dirty.
gymnasts out there.
I call you. What can I call you? PIMP. Is she saying trick?
She on the pole. It's just that the pole go a different way.
Oh man.
But they can't. They like. She had like her own fucking. I just want to keep saying trick. I don't know what else to call it.
Keep saying trick. It's okay.
But it was named after her, and
What
they
you call it,
said that
move?
bitch is illegal. Move, yeah. Let's say move.
Is
And
it illegal?
They made it illegal for you
Why?
to do it. I don't fucking know.
Oh my
Because she was the
gosh.
only person that could do it.
What was illegal about it? It's like Blades of Glory is dangerous.
I don't know, but she
You
was
seen that movie?
flipping fast as fuck.
Well, that's different. That's what's that?
That's ice skating.
maybe it's
skating,
dangerous.
It was
right?
ice skating, yeah, but
They had the. Yeah,
they were
see?
trying to attempt a move that was like you could cut your head off. It was like a 2-person thing. I miss movies like that where it was so goofy and like just what are they talking about? But it's funny as shit.
I don't know any recent comedy movies actually.
We've talked about this
Dude, this is the
recently.
end. That's
Actually,
the
we were
latest
saying
one.
that they don't really make them as much anymore. And if they do, it has to be like a super high budget one, like The Rock, Kevin Hart kind of type.
I
shit.
feel like it's too
Yeah.
politically correct nowadays to first.
Nah, those movies were.
It's just not as goofy. It's not
Yeah,
as
like,
like straight
I
up
think
careless.
the
I think
range
it
of
would
like, what you
offend a lot
can
of
do
people.
without
Yeah.
being
those
like,
movies back then.
no,
No,
I'm
no,
talking about if
nowadays,
they were
like-
released now, people would be offended by them.
It depends.
I think
it depends
so,
on
man.
the one. Like maybe something like Knocked Up, people would be offended by.
Like
Very,
you gotta,
like,
you gotta
bro-based.
think about the whole like America, right? Like from like the
The
super
rooter to the
cent-
tutor.
Wait, what? What did you say?
The rooter to the tutor.
The rooter to tutor. What is that?
It's just everything.
Oh,
But
Rooter to
nah,
tutor.
those movies.
That's a phrase?
Those
I didn't
movies
know
back then were like squeaky clean. Like I could show my kid those movies.
which one? Well,
Like Blades of Glory. I could show that to my kid.
I don't remember. I don't remember
remember
what they did in
either.
Blades of
Ricky
Glory.
Bobby. I could show that to my kid.
Nah, dude, Ricky Bobby. Well, yeah.
Okay,
you could.
besides
Ricky Bobby's like
There's,
straight.
there's a little racist things that happen in that movie.
Things like Scary Movie. Things like
scary movie. I'm not showing.
Tropic
my kids.
Thunder.
Tropic
Tropic
Thunder.
Thunder. I'm not
But
showing
Tropic
my kids.
Thunder's like
Oh
the
my
Tropic
God.
Thunder's like
Yeah.
top case. That's not fair.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to think.
Step
of
Brothers.
movies.
No, I can't show my kids. Step
But it's just
Brothers.
movies like Knocked Up and shit like that, where it's like very guy based.
Could you
like-
show kids Tropic Thunder though? Could you really?
They love
No.
it. They love it. But
They love it.
Do you
they,
think
they
so?
would.
He's so black.
No, unless
It
unless
would be
they know.
crazy.
I'm talking like unless they know. Yeah. No.
Like,
No,
if
they
you
don't
showed-
know.
if you showed,
they
like, a
cannot
G-
break that down mentally.
Gen
You wouldn't show it to a
Z-er.
5-year-old. You wouldn't show it to a 5. So yeah,
I'm
no,
talking
it
about
wouldn't
a Gen
work. It
Z-er,
wouldn't.
like a 12-year-old, 13-year-old,
Nah, they wouldn't.
14-year-old. They're gonna be like, why is this guy like?
Why is
in-
Iron Man black?
Why is Iron Man black?
They're gonna be like, this isn't like not even just that. They're gonna be like, these jokes aren't funny.
Yeah.
Like this is not landing with me. I would feel. You know what I mean?
I would think that too because I don't think they like I don't know if you call it stupid humor, but like goofy humor.
It's
They
very.
do,
It's
yeah.
like satire.
yeah.
It's like all a joke on celebrities. So like no one's laughing in the movie. They're all serious.
Yeah.
But it's so goofy and crazy, and like the celebrities are acting so stupid and so like high and mighty that you're like, this is hilarious.
Yeah.
And they're agents and shit, but they're not laughing in it.
They're just like, what the fuck? is
Tom
going on?
Cruise in a fucking little fat suit dancing.
Yeah, that movie's a trip, man. It's really
was a
really
good time.
funny.
Great movie. I miss movies like that, man. I want some fucking Judd Apatow. Where you at, dude?
Yeah,
He's
man.
making
the last thing he
shit
made?
movies now.
Funny people.
Like we said, all the movies now are just like some young English actor crying in a night suit. You know what I
Timothy
mean?
Chalamet.
Timothy
Timothy
Chalamet.
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 Fucking
gonna be in
Dune.
Yeah, he's gonna be in Dune.
Fucking hell, bro.
Oh
I'm
my-
interested in seeing that.
Me
It looks
too.
like a lot. It looks like it's a lot, bro. And I'm just like, fuck. I'm gonna be tired leaving the theater.
Oh yeah.
I think those are going to be a lot more popular, those sci-fi movies. Dude, you know
Mm.
what I was thinking about recently, too? That, like, I hadn't thought about in a long time. Avatar. You know they're going to release a second one soon, and they already have the third one shot?
Yeah, they're
I heard
shooting
about
it.
Oh,
that.
really?
Yeah.
Or, like, they either have it, like, they're in production right now, or it's already shot. But the second one's for sure done.
James Cameron is the new Kanye.
I forgot all about that
Coming
shit.
out.
What the hell is Avatar? Is it even good anymore?
I didn't.
I didn't
I don't remember if it was good or
I
not.
didn't like the first one.
I liked it, but, like, I don't know if I like it anymore. I was
I think they
11.
leaned a little bit too much on like their effects,
The
like
CGI, yeah.
yeah,
Bro,
CGI.
Because it
I
was
agree with
so,
that
like,
for
kind of
sure.
revolutionary. You know?
People
Yeah.
really like that movie.
It was cool. Listen, they touched the
Yeah.
ponytails to the dragon. They go flying.
I did not.
They're
like that movie.
friends. They
I think it's
fought.
one of the highest grossing movies of all time, actually.
It's like top 5.
But if you look back
I
on
think
it,
top 3.
I don't think I'd like it now. A fucking a regular ass soldier getting.
Like,
in
would
a
you watch that
suit.
movie twice?
I didn't want to watch it once.
Dude,
I don't think as a real adult now I'd watch
when
it.
I saw it, they used to have the like 3D. They still do that in movies, 3D and like 3D glasses and shit.
Way less often.
Absolutely horrible. Made me want to throw up.
Yeah.
It's like
It sucks.
All
I
like the
don't-
red, blue, like
Yeah.
ones, you know what I'm talking about?
I was a dumbass. I used to take my glasses off like during the movie and just watch it.
Because you can't focus on that, dude. I don't want it in my face the whole. I don't know my face the whole time.
It's like a cheat code.
I remember watching like the newer 3D movies. Like instead of like the blue green, you had like shades, like kind of like just like
Yeah.
regular dark shades. So it just looks tinted. It was like G.I. Joe or something. I was watching The Rock in 3D.
My God.
Oh my goodness, what was he doing?
I fuck if I know.
Oh, he wasn't
probably making fun of Kevin Hart or
He
something.
does the same thing in every movie. Yeah, he either makes fun of Kevin Hart. He's either running and he's really sweaty.
Yeah, jumping from one building to the other.
That's what he was doing. He was doing that in G.I. Joe.
Or
Jumping
he's
from
trying to
one
save
vehicle
someone.
to another. Yeah, always saving
wildin'.
someone.
Yo, I
always
miss
saving
WWE
someone.
The Rock, bro.
We just talked about WWE earlier. How much we fucking love it, man.
Can you smell The Rock is fucking good?
Yeah, bro. You gotta smell what he's
He was
cooking.
there since the old days. He was there even since like it was like WWF.
right? Yeah.
Yeah.
That guy has a crazy story. He's got a whole show now.
Yeah.
One of those like
Bro,
fucking Young
The Rock
Sheldon
is
type
going
of
to be our
shows.
future president. I've said this many times before. He's going to run eventually, and people are going to be like, "Hey, fuck it, why not?"
Yeah,
and they're
why
going to
the
vote.
fuck not, man?
I think everybody loves him.
I think everyone loves it.
yeah, he's a very likable person.
He's one of the few people in this country that everybody loves.
Honestly,
Across the board, whether you're
Across the
Republican or fucking, you can appreciate The Rock.
They all love him. But
Yeah,
when
he straddles the line well between both. Like he's just kind of neutral. He's
but
just
when
like
he
having a
becomes
good
president,
time.
we are not going to like him.
Everyone protein
Wait.
shakes. Everyone 3 raw eggs in the morning.
this might be out of pocket, but was he born in America or is he
Yeah.
Samoan?
No, I think he was born in Hawaii.
Yeah.
Hawaii. Okay.
Hawaii.
Because I remember he has Samoan
Blood.
blood. Yeah.
He's in the it's some Samoan wrestling family. He's like a part of it.
Yeah, his
what I
dad
know
was like a
about.
famous wrestler and what
Yeah.
was like considered the big thing before like WWF.
Oh, y'all did research. That's dope.
Yeah.
That's
What?
okay.
I know about The Rock, man.
I
I'm
have
serious,
no
bro.
clue.
Yeah, you never watched WWE or nothing?
I
like
did,
that,
but
though?
I didn't know like that deep. I know he went to
Miami.
University of Miami.
Yeah. He was supposed to be. I think he was supposed to play professional, or he tried to play professional football.
He tried. He
Did
just
he?
wasn't good enough.
He didn't make it though. He didn't make it, but he tried to.
I wonder what all like the super famous like WWE characters like what they're up to now. Like John Cena's in movies, right? You got
I think they're all trying to be in movies.
Brock
after The
Lesnar.
Rock.
Wasn't he like in the UFC?
He was in the UFC and he was a
And-
monster in the UFC.
I bet
he
he
would
would be.
destroy people in the
Yeah, he
UFC.
was in the NFL.
He was in the NFL.
Yeah, he was in the NFL like I think before WWE actually.
Okay.
And
Dude,
then
I was
see him-
recently watching clips of him in the UFC, and he was a monster.
He would destroy
But he was so
people.
like not light on his feet. He was so clumsy. You could tell he didn't do this for his whole life. Like
No.
when they would hit him, he'd be like, oh, he'd be like stomping around and shit. But boy, oh boy, when he connected, he would
Bro,
connect.
he would destroy people. Whenever he got them on the ground, he would just fucking smash the shit
Yeah,
out
he was
of
all
them.
about the
Clinical.
tackling, all
Yeah.
about the straight like
He would tackle you.
yeah,
face-to-face
he's a wrestler, right?
Yeah,
Like
I'm about
he's,
to say, he's a football
Yeah.
player.
Yeah,
Ball
guy's a
player
straight
and wrestler.
athlete. That's a
Yeah,
strong motherfucker.
he's just a straight up athlete, like across the board.
neck thick
like
as
Kurt
shit.
Owen.
That's a scary man.
You can't
Look
bend
at.
that neck. You can't.
Hard.
You can't look like to your side. You can't.
He can't put it. He can put his chin in his.
Only
like,
45 degrees each way. Can't go the full 90.
It's illegal.
It's illegal. It's gonna snap.
I saw a picture of him recently. It came out this year, like an update of what he looks like. He looks pretty much the same, still huge. He had like a fucking beard, and it was like tied in like a little like rat tail type thing in the front.
Oh
He looked
God.
like a fucking like a pirate or like some kind of like he was like a Viking pirate. That's what he looked like.
Oh my gosh.
And his hair was like long, and he was just fucking huge, and like you can see he was like old and like grizzled.
Jesus
That's a
Christ,
scary
dude.
man, bro.
That's that guy's.
That guy
racist,
would
though, I
scare
can
the
tell.
shit out of me.
Thank God
Yeah.
there are sports like the UFC to keep him entertained. to just go around beating people up.
Keep this
Oh
guy
my
from
God.
like being like the Hulk and just stomping around the city,
Stomping
terrorizing
people up.
everybody.
Jesus
Oh,
Christ,
man.
bro.
Just targeting all of his testosterone. One target.
Until he
Oh,
gets in
man.
the cage and he gets less loose.
Yo, they had some wild fucking matches at WWE, like cage match,
Hell yeah,
fire cage.
The
match.
fucking,
Like, what the fuck was
fire-
that?
What the
money
fuck?
in the money in the
on fire.
fire match.
Fucking
Yeah.
fire.
Oh, man.
What would be on fire? The table.
They would light the cage on fire, the edges of the
Yeah.
cage.
I think so. Yeah.
so
Wild,
dangerous,
bro.
That was table
But
ladder.
somehow, some way, the metal chair always wins.
You guys remember ECW when they toss them on like thumbtacks?
What a
and like
great
glass
time.
and shit.
No
Dude,
rules.
oh god.
ECW, but I'm pretty sure, even though like I was a kid, so I don't know how they did it, but it was. I'm pretty sure it was fake. I'd like to.
yeah,
argue
if it
was
had
fake.
to be, but
But
like
they
at the
throw
same
them on
time,
like, and they get up like, oh,
There's a bunch of tacks in them.
Like,
Yeah.
they would stick.
It's really
I was
probably
like,
like stickers,
whoa.
right?
Oh,
But it
man.
looked real as shit.
That's a good note to end
Oh,
on.
man.
It all looks. It
I,
all
I,
looks.
I don't know if that
what's
would
real and what's
become
not.
entertaining today, though.
Fuck that.
We're gonna call it a day. I think it all looks real.
It all looks real.
It all looks real, and I'll never accept that it's fake. All right. Thanks, everybody.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.